and I was just going down my playlist, and I have some bangers on there, man. I have Just the Two of Us by Grover Washington Jr. You know that song? It's funk rocky.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Do-do-do.
Okay, yeah, it's like a jazzy song.
It if we try. Yeah, it's a good song. I have What You Won't Do for Love by Bobby Caldwell. Baby Come Back. You kind of have that.
What is this for?
Music that I just listened to. And I'm explaining why I ended up on that song. And it was just going down my playlist, and as soon as it came on, it's been a little while since I heard it. So I was kind of feeling nostalgic for that song. But, I listened to it about twice or three times, and I left my headphones at home, so I couldn't listen to music today, but I just had that in my head.
Aw, poor Hector.
Yeah.
Doesn't have his headphones in.
Yeah.
I hate about the iPhone? I hate that this USB-C jack exists.
Yeah.
If that's what, no, the lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt, yeah.
I hate that. I want my audio jack, but now I'm guessing I'm going to have to go with the AirPods eventually.
Yeah, okay.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's what iPhone does. They lure you in.
Miss Pattigan, please report to the main office. Miss Pattigan.
So we were going to talk about Marvel. We were going to talk about Captain Marvel. We were going to talk about, the trailer, Endgame trailer.
Mm-hmm.
We have to talk about that.
Yeah, we do.
It has so much, there's so much good going on with that.
As per usual for
Sure.
Disney and Marvel.
And Marvel lies.
Yeah, they do a lot.
I like that. Because
Yeah.
I hate the movies that you watch a trailer and you're like, oh, I already know how it ends.
Yeah, I've hated that.
Well-
For the past 5 years, that's been happening to a lot of movies. So I've just stopped watching trailers all in all. But I was lucky enough to watch this one to understand that this is a little different, and I can see why. Because you were saying something to me earlier that sparked my attention awesomely.
Which was that?
Which was in certain scenes, it looks like some people are kind of.
Oh, right, in the
cropped
Endgame
out,
trailer.
or-
Right, if you go back and you watch it, and I first saw it when you saw Captain America, Bruce Banner, War Machine, and Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow. I think
yeah.
those were the four. They were in a field and they were looking up at something. They were looking up and to the left.
But there was a little space in between
Right.
these two people.
Between Banner and War
why
Machine.
did it look like somebody was standing there?
Right, and you don't just have a space like that, like an open space in the scene, right? Just
Yeah.
for the rule of thirds apply, and you don't want empty background. And there's empty space. I'm like, somebody's there.
something's gonna
Something's
happen.
missing.
It has to be.
And, with movies, when you look towards the left in the screen, like in that scene, in that
yeah.
trailer, you're looking towards the future. So whatever they're looking at is something that's going to help them in their journey. It's not something that's coming back to them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would have been looking towards the right of the screen. So that is a futuristic event. Now, I heard a theory that, I think it was a Reddit post, that all of the scenes take place in the trailer.
Yeah.
In the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think possible?
Oh my God, that's what I think about that. Of course I think it's possible. It's Marvel. Okay, that I'm not nothing against you, but I hate that question. Do you think it's possible? I think
yeah, you're
I
right.
think with these movies and with the people that are making the movies, I think literally, I know it sounds cheesy, but I think anything's possible with these people. Cuz I think everybody expected people to die in Infinity War. That's just
We
the
knew
story.
people were gonna die.
That's the story, literally the story.
We actually had a podcast where we guessed who was going to die.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us was truly right.
Yeah, because we weren't. But we knew people were going to die. We just didn't know specifically who, because they could always just change something up,
Right.
and they kind of did. They really did,
they did.
actually.
Oh, yeah.
Gamora.
Yeah, no, I didn't see Gamora dying. I mean, I didn't see the Guardians dying.
I didn't see the Guardians dying at all. I didn't see at least half. No pun intended.
I see.
I didn't see
Snaps.
half of the people that did die, but they did. And like I said, that question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to refrain from those questions in
Thank
the future.
you. But yes, I think it's possible. First 15 minutes of the movie, yes. That's and if so, then
Okay, so let's use some
Wow.
deductive reasoning, or inductive in this case.
All right.
Okay, so in the past, remember with the most specifically with the trailer for Infinity War,
Yeah.
we had the Wakandan battle where
Yes.
even the Hulk was there, right?
Yeah.
And it was just totally misleading. And when Thanos grabbed Captain America, and he's holding his hands, and you see all the Infinity Stones in his gauntlet.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't see.
You
any.
don't see.
You only
They
see two of
cropped
them.
out. They cropped out the rest.
All right.
You only have two.
Because it would hold an important spoiler So that would mean then the withholding of characters from these edits.
It's 100% possible.
Right. That means it's very important for them not to show that card.
Yeah.
And you can also see it again when they're walking in the Avengers
Yes.
headquarters. There's like a line of them. There's a spot in the back between two characters again,
Yeah.
and it's pretty large.
Yeah.
And that spot in the scene where they're all looking in the field at night, it's pretty large.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who is that large. And I don't. Is it? Could it possibly be the rescuer, Gwyneth Paltrow as Iron Man's rescue suit? Could it be?
Maybe. I don't know. You know what I feel like it is? I feel like I honestly don't feel like it's that big of a person. Like big, as in
But
big.
it's important to the storyline, and
Well,
we know
yeah.
Ant-Man's there.
Yeah,
And
100%.
they're showing Ant-Man, so it's not Ant-Man.
It's not.
They would have put him in.
Yeah, they would have.
It's somebody that we don't expect to be there.
Yeah, it's got to be somebody we just didn't know.
So
Probably.
what about this? There's a picture that was leaked
What was the picture?
from the set where it was taking place back in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Because Captain had that original suit.
Yeah.
Then on their hand they have a watch.
On their hand?
On their hand, it's a watch. So
Okay.
it looks like it could be a time travel. Okay. Now we know we're gonna time travel in this movie,
Yeah.
and I think that's also supported. I think a lot of people are looking at the trailer like, "What is this 45-second trailer? Hasn't shown us anything."
Exactly.
But remember when he's like, "We don't give up. We don't give up. We don't give up."
And then
If you listen to that again, remember first time I messaged you right away.
You
The moment
messaged me
that
right
that
away.
happened,
Yeah,
I
I
even
saw it.
sent it to you. It was like 5 minutes after it came out in the Super
Yep.
Bowl. I was like, "Listen to this again." It's Ultron's voice.
yeah.
And you could, and it is.
It is.
It is Ultron. So Ultron's back. So they told us it was Ultron, but I listened to it. Like I really broke this down. I was like, can I find like evidence for this, right? And so I did like my own like little Audacity thing, and I saw that there's a slight variation between the first, the second, and the third. And the first matches more with Tony Stark's voice than it does with Cap's voice.
Yeah.
So it's Tony, Captain, and Ultron.
Ultron. Why is Ultron?
And
there,
I
you
keep
ask?
saying this. This is the last podcast that I'm sorry I uploaded incorrectly. So I'll have to upload it again.
Yeah.
So that way when people, and this is going live. This is going right to YouTube right
Yep.
now. So I'll have to go back and retro upload that, and you'll hear this. So we already recorded this last week.
Yes, we did.
That my prediction was it's the Mind Stone who's the true enemy.
Yep.
And this whole phase is trying to battle against this one galactic entity that controls the Mind Stone.
Exactly.
There's a purpose that half the universe needed to be wiped out. Thanos was the puppet.
Yep.
And why not? He's easily manipulated because he wants to kill anyways.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, who's the puppet? Tyr. Mm-hmm. And I think the Mind Stone has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And then Ultron comes into play. Why was Ultron bad? Listen, remember, if you go back and watch the second movie,
They couldn't get him to work.
couldn't get him to work.
And once they leave the room,
Iteration. Thousands of iterations.
and once they leave the room, he pops to life.
Right? The Mind Stone's like, cool, my time to shine. Chick, clink. Let me use my AI to fix this AI and put myself into that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Ultron, if you remember the beginning, Ultron was like, what is this? Who am I? And then Jarvis was trying to help him out.
And he was like, hey.
All these images were flashing by him.
Yeah.
Who was showing him?
Yeah.
The Mind Stone. So it's quite possible that Ultron, which was meant to be the defender of Earth, and remember what they said about the Vision, it's the best parts of Tony, it's the best parts of Bruce. They don't need the Mind Stone for Vision to exist, right?
don't.
Which Vision might come back.
No,
Maybe
probably it's probably going to be a Colorblind reference. If you
Right.
don't know what that comic is, guys, Colorblind was a comic with Vision who didn't have the
Mind Stone.
Mind Stone in his head, and he was gray and black and white, and
Right.
all the
He lost his
monotone
ability
colors.
to phase, I think.
Yeah, he lost that.
But he was still quite strong.
Yeah,
He still has vibranium.
He's still a robot made by the greatest minds on the planet.
Right.
So, like, honestly,
With the vibranium exoskeleton.
yeah.
Come
So,
on.
honestly, he wouldn't have lost.
So
that
it could
much
be
power.
Vision
Yeah, could be.
in that empty spot. But I'm saying is maybe Ultron ends up being the defender we wanted him to be.
Maybe. And now that you bring it up, now that I think about it, the entire movie, people were complaining that he's acting like a child when he obviously technically is a
He
child.
was just born.
Like,
But
literally.
Jarvis wasn't. Jarvis was like a
Jarvis
monk.
was instantaneously like he picked
Enlightened.
up Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
He picked up Thor's hammer. He was worthy, like instantaneously.
I'm glad you said that too, because I do have another theory about Thor's hammer in this movie.
Yeah. But he was I feel like he was being manipulated and he didn't know how to deal with it, so he just kind of took it in just itself, right?
Quite possible.
Yeah, I think the AI understood that it was being manipulated and changed and altered by the Mind Stone, but he didn't necessarily know how or what to do with what was happening because again, I think Jarvis was literally there to teach the AI what it was supposed to do, how it works, and what it was there. That's why he was trying to help him so
Right,
quick.
like a mentor.
Yeah, like Jarvis is going to be like, so this is what you were made for. Protection of the Earth, this, give you the programming, give you this, give you that, give you this. And then the AI would have been like, oh, all right,
Okay,
cool.
yeah, and it has to follow the code scripture. And
Yeah,
of course
exactly.
it evolves over time. But
Yeah, exactly. It's an AI, and it's made from...
And we also know that they are going to go back to that time. But people keep saying they're going back to the Winter Soldier time, but the Winter Soldier, that timeline with
Yeah.
Cap's armor,
Yeah.
matches up completely with Avengers 2.
Yeah.
So we're going to see them traveling all through these past timelines, which Cap's got to go back in time. We know this. I think in the end, Cap's going to go back to his original time, and he's going to have completion. We're going to have a complete Captain America story arc, and he's going to be in his time, and he's just going to live his life.
Yeah.
Right now, remember in it was Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
When Captain America went to pick the hammer up and it slightly moved.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, this is hilarious," because
Yeah.
Thor's face was funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was a
Dude,
good
we
moment.
talked about this in the past.
We
and
did.
If people haven't heard that podcast.
Yeah.
Remember what the theory was? Why it moved?
Yeah. Well, I remember what your theory was.
Which
I don't know
one?
if I don't know if you remember mine. Do you remember mine?
You tell me yours. I'll tell you mine.
Okay. So, mine was that Captain America is worthy, like 100%, but well, not 100%, but he's worthy enough.
Right.
But
We're both in agreement there. He was
Yeah.
worthy.
so, but he didn't pick it up all the way because, well, first of all, that's Thor right there in the middle of a party. Why would he pick up his hammer and ruin his entire mojo? So he kind of tested it out to see if he could move, and once he did, he was just like, nope. not
Oh,
gonna-
so you think he purposefully
did
like,
not pick it
acted
up.
it.
Yeah. Also, it's Captain America. Of course, he would do something like that. He's a nice guy. Like,
Yes.
and he loves his friends. And so, if he sees that would probably destroy his honor and like kind of like mess with his head a little bit, he was just like. And if you look at it, Captain America didn't even try. Like you can tell
right, he
you can
didn't.
tell he was acting. He kind of sat there for like a couple seconds and he was just like,
nah.
nah,
Right.
that's all you.
My theory is very similar.
Yeah.
Which was that he's worthy,
Mm-hmm.
but he personally believes that himself isn't worthy.
Yeah.
So the moment he started to lift it, his heart said, "I'm not worthy of this honor." And it's because he knows what I think he relates what his actions have been
Mm-hmm.
to the actions of his brethren that have died in combat. You know, and think about he was an actor for was it like a year or something like that in the war when all these people were dying, and I think that still weighs down on him that he wasn't out there helping his comrades for that.
Also,
long.
I think grief is a huge part of that too. If
Oh,
that's the
absolutely.
theory, because also everyone he loves is dead. At
Yeah.
that point, Betty, she wasn't dead.
No, she died.
She died in Civil War.
She died in Civil War.
So at that point, she was still alive, and he.
was it Civil War?
It was Civil War, yeah, because it was the funeral that took place, and then right after the funeral, the Sokovia
You're right.
Accords popped up.
You're right. It's right. You're right. Got you.
Yeah. But it's just, I personally believe that he could have lifted it up, but he didn't because that's who Captain America
Yeah.
is. He doesn't even want that either. He wouldn't want it. He wouldn't care. He would just be. Even if he did lift it in that scene, he'd probably be like, "That's all you, bro."
So what's the chances that we see Captain America lifting up that hammer
Well-
in Infinity in the Endgame?
I-
Because he's worthy now.
If it does, if he does lift it, it's probably going to be another Vision moment.
Remember, there's no other choice.
Yeah.
Nothing else can work.
Yeah.
So now he has to be worthy.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if he does lift it, it's probably going to be another Vision moment from Age of Ultron. Remember when Ultron had Thor down? He was like,
Oh, yeah,
are you
I
ready yet?
remember
Because
that.
I'm running out of things to say." And then Vision hit him, and he was like, "It's terribly well balanced." And he's just like, "Well, you lose a little power on the swing, but Yeah.
A good moment. Good time.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be another one of those things if he does wield it. Like it'll be a spur of the moment thing. Whoever they're fighting, if they are fighting and something's happening, he's gonna pick it up in the last second, kind of hit it, and the Thor's gonna be like, "You too." It's gonna be like, "Who else? You wanna try?" Yeah.
So that leads us to.
Why oh why do you hate this woman?
Listen,
Captain
I don't hate
Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
That's
Okay?
Those were your exact words in the last podcast, which you guys will see when he correctly uploads it.
And I improperly spelled her name on the YouTube thumbnail
Marvel.
on purpose. Listen, I have nothing against Captain Marvel.
No, you don't.
As a character, as a person, my core tells me that it is wrong for her to be in Endgame. My core being, we have 10 years of Marvel movie development. 10 years. Okay? That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's a ton of time. Thanos has been there since, was it the first Avengers movie?
First Avengers movie, right after he said,
Right.
Yeah.
We saw him in the chair.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 2010 or something like that, I think, or 2009, I think Avengers came out. 'Cause I think 2007 was Iron Man.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you're going to develop a story for 10 years, and you're going to have somebody that comes into the cinematic universe
Yep.
less than a month before the movie comes out, and
Exactly.
that person's going to play a major role in the development or the ending of this 10-year journey?
Yep.
Now, I would be okay if she was a mentor, or if she was like somebody that gave advice and that was it. Or you went back in time and you've seen her fighting, but she doesn't play a critical role.
Yeah.
That is the core of my being. So this is wrong. She cannot have this power. Iron Man has invested too much of him. Cap, first, he lost his time. Second, he lost his love. Third, lost his country. Right? Then he lost his honor.
And his best friend, too.
Well, he got his best friend back.
No.
Then he lost his best friend right at the end.
Lost his best friend, yeah.
Right. He has lost everything.
Literally everything.
He is like a phoenix from the flame. We are ending his hero's journey because he is done. He
done.
needs a resurrection, right? What's his talisman? He's getting his shield back.
Yeah.
He's getting the Thor's hammers back.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
You saw the Endgame trailer. Do you recognize where Thor was at the end? It looked like a skull. The eyes from the skull, and it was like almost the outline was very linear in nature. It wasn't like a curved skull outline. It was like a bunch of like rectangles that formed like a pattern.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to look at it again.
I recognize that from a movie. I like that particular structure. I've seen it somewhere. I just can't remember where it's from, but it's a skull. I know it's a skull.
Yeah. I gotta check it out again. But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, I honestly have no issue with Captain Marvel. I agree with your statement, though. I know what you're trying to say, and I understand. But what if this is Marvel throwing a rubber bone at starving dogs again?
How?
Like, what if they're telling us she has a major role, but they can't be that, Even if they
so it's fake?
Even if they are
Fake news.
Even if they are serious about this, I don't think it's as big as they're making it out to be. What if they're making it out just like what you just said, a mentor? What if this whole time machine thing is happening, right? And they're traveling, they end up on her. Like, the end of the movie is them ending up in her time or something like that. They wouldn't show that in that movie because it's coming out before Endgame. But like, we come to her right after the events of this movie that's coming out, and she's like, "Who are you guys? What's going on here?" And they're like, and they heard of her. They heard of her through, because they got to be going through some type of files and S.H.I.E.L.D. or something to figure out what can help them do whatever they're trying to do. They must have come across.
Well, we know some time has passed between Infinity
Exactly.
War and Endgame, and then at the end of Infinity War, we saw that Marvel was called, so she has a role.
She has a role in S.H.I.E.L.D. already. She has something within this world. So I'm pretty sure that one of them at least knows about what's going on. Like, with Marvel, I don't think they know Miss Marvel, of course, but I'm pretty sure that they've heard of her. Like, of course, Black Widow's probably going to know who she is. Black Widow, she knows everything at this point in time. Captain America's probably heard of her because he's been working with S.H.I.E.L.D. for a pretty long time.
Maybe not. Black Widow for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, but I
here's
mean-
the other thing too. I think Captain Marvel's up with Nova Corps.
Probably, but well, not anymore. Nova Corps dead.
Yeah, but that's not to say that Captain Marvel, didn't get her
Didn't-
ass whooped.
Yeah, it didn't go back.
Remember, Thanos leaves half the population.
Not Xandar. He decimated Xandar.
Decimated means a factor of 10, so he left 10% of the population. Hazinga!
All right, whatever. But yeah, you know what they meant.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm
He
being
literally just messed everybody up on Xandar, and I'm pretty sure I know why. Because
Well, what if she wasn't at Xandar?
Nova Corps. I know. I'm
What if
pretty
the
sure
Nova
she
Corps is
wasn't.
out?
I'm pretty sure she wasn't at Xandar. I'm just saying that the Nova Corps is not a thing at the moment.
No, yeah, they were beaten by
They were destroyed.
Thanos' army.
They were completely destroyed. I think we might be seeing a Nova in her movie though.
Yeah, we're gonna see Nova in the movie for
Yeah,
sure.
Nova is
I know-
probably going to be in the movie.
I heard a rumor, or I read somewhere that that Nova was in the works. Like it was maybe a script or something.
That's what I'm saying because like Nova is actually pretty massive of a character. Like as his role in the universe, he's not widely known.
Well, you see him in like not the Justice League, but like was it Young Justice? It was one of these animated. No, Young Justice. Jesus
Yeah, I was about to
Christ,
say, you
DC.
all right? You want to try again?
Oh my God, I saw
The Spider-Man show.
Not the Spider-Man show. There was a Marvel series that had like the Infinite Marvel something, and I saw him in it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, it was a comic I read.
It's okay.
It's the Infinite Avengers.
Infinite Avengers.
Ah,
Yeah.
he was in it.
Yeah. He's mentally. He's crazy. Like I mean, he's not mentally crazy, but he's so strong. He's so underrated too.
And I don't want to see him in this movie. Something else that I noticed in this next trailer is that Tony Stark's piece is under his shirt. Which I thought his piece was on top of the shirt because it was like a supplement as an addition to his outfit,
Yeah.
right? He said it's no longer part of him,
Yeah.
right? He doesn't need it anymore.
No.
It's just a container.
Yeah.
But now it's under his shirt. And I do know that there is a story where his nanites form nanocellular structures in his body to help him survive. Mm-hmm. Which makes me wonder if he's using the armor to stay alive aboard the ship.
Yeah. Ooh.
He
Ooh.
is the embodiment of Iron Man. That would be cool, right?
That would be kind of
It's
cool.
like that would be a Tony Stark thing to do.
Isn't it the end of his run though?
Has to be.
The end? No, I mean like his contract is up, right?
Yeah, they're all
His Chris
sure.
Evans. I almost said Steve Evans. Chris
Chris
Evans.
Evans.
Who
Funny.
else? Who else is over by now?
not Thor.
No, definitely not.
He has like one or two more after this.
Yeah.
War Machine.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Bruce Banner. I think he just pops on. We got to see an evolution of the Hulk in this one. He's got to learn some Muay Thai or
Ooh,
something.
Wait a minute. You know what I think they might do with Hulk?
Separate him.
Close. Look at the poster you got there. That's not Bruce Banner.
Make another one.
Yeah. That's not Bruce Banner. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
That is 100% not Bruce Banner. That was the other dude he handed the mantle off to. Forgot his name. It's something Asian. The dude he handed it off to was this bodybuilder. He was really full. He was basically the polar opposite of what Bruce Banner is. Bruce Banner was, when he turned into the Hulk, Hulk for Bruce Banner was serious. Smash. Leave me alone. 100%, right? This one, man, look at me. Wow. Yeah. He flirts with people. He talks with them.
And you would be okay with that in this movie?
I honestly kind of wouldn't.
I want to see the separation of the Hulk and Bruce Banner.
That would be awesome. That would actually work a little bit better than that. But I think that this is a little more feasible.
Yeah, but you can't introduce a brand new character unless it's the entity.
That's what I'm saying. Like the entity. Like I don't know what they might do with Hulk. But yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know that wasn't actually Bruce. This poster is not even the same people that you might know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know a lot of these.
This is from the whole different Marvel universe.
Unleashed. Yeah. I recognize them. I don't recognize her.
No, what I mean, I'm trying to say that this is from the whole different Marvel universe.
All
Like
new,
the whole
all
thing.
different?
All new, all different. This is the whole all new because you got the Jane Foster Thor,
Right. I've actually read some of that stuff. It's
You
actually
have-
not bad.
You have the X-23 Wolverine.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah, that's all
I don't
from
recognize the one with the wings. Mm-hmm. What's
And
the
then
name
you
of
have-
the dragon?
that. Bro, that's Fing Fang Foom, dude. He's been in Marvel Comics for like years now. What are you talking about? Who's that dragon?
I apologize.
Yeah. Better apologize. That was insulting.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Fing Fang Foom has been one of my favorites for a really long time. He was in yeah, that's my girl.
Is that the one you're
girl.
talking about?
Yeah,
Which
well,
one? Right or left?
You're right.
Oh, okay. Now I
Yeah.
know.
We're almost done, right?
We got
We got about
10 minutes left.
Okay. Well, talk to the fans. Can I go tell her that real quick?
Sure.
All right.
Go for it. And as you go, I'll go ahead and update our listeners to the latest news and updates, which is Spawn is getting a reboot, which is going to be amazing. I hate how people keep saying that the DC movies, how they say, oh, the like black comic book people that came out, it's like the first black guy that was like a superhero, blah blah blah, and they always forget about Spawn.
I know. Thank you.
Like Spawn is like the lost, forgotten.
I know. And Spawn is super strong too. Do you know the massive amount of abilities that Spawn has at his fingertips?
I mean, I don't think the last movie did him justice.
The destructive power that this man has at his fingertips is insane. Like, it's terrifying. Like,
apparently, McFarlane, the guy that is Spawn himself,
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
He's been talking to Nerdist about his upcoming reboot, which casts Jamie Foxx and Jeremy Renner as its leads. That's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we had to throw some new news right up there, and it says it's to push the grim violence of Spawn as hard as it can, back from the dead, and they said as about to go as far away from the MCU as they possibly can get. It's got to be rated
Yeah,
R.
yeah.
It's got to be rated R.
100%. That's not even a question. But like when I first saw that Spawn movie, obviously it's kind of older. It's a little, so it has
1997, I think.
It has those things that people nowadays don't really like because it's very corny.
Well, the
and
CGI.
it was really bad. But I don't understand why they did so many things in that movie. Like, some of the things I just really don't understand. Like, some of it was too much. Like, why would you do that?
Especially with the clown.
Yeah, like, I get it. He's a demon, and he's trying to, you're trying to make him creepy, and clowns were
The guy that plays that clown is Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Wasn't it John Leguizamo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
I'm glad you knew that. That makes me feel a little bit sad.
Yeah, John Leguizamo is a really good actor. I love him.
Pest, I think he was in a movie called.
What?
A movie that dude was in was called Pest, I think.
Maybe.
And that was like one of the funniest movies of all time. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up a bit.
Yeah.
We still have a lot that we haven't discussed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so much more.
Yeah, well,
especially with the trailer.
Well, honestly, if you really want to hear more about it, like, okay, listen, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it, okay?
Yeah.
If you like our comment and you want us to keep going with it, I think we're going to keep going regardless. But you know what I mean. If you want to, just subscribe, hit that like button, smash it, smash that like
that
button,
pot.
as the cool kids say, right? Am I right, guys?
I'm also going to be doing a Smash podcast here soon.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, things like Fundamentals 101, This Week in Review, Story Time. You Might Be a Scrub If. Bunch of vets. We've been around since
You
2000.
might be a scrub
Oh, yeah.
if.
Yeah, we've been around since 2007, 2008. We traveled the world. We have people come to us. I mean, like, there's nothing we haven't done. Between the 4 or 5 of us who are doing this together, thousands of games in tournament. I've won almost like $3,000 in tournaments, placed top 10. We have HR Nut who's going to be part of it. HR Nut was one time considered one of the top 5 snakes in the world.
Yeah.
Like, hands down. He's legendary.
Yeah.
He's going to be part of it. So, like, everybody has, like, we have the Nut Crew, Donut.
Awesome.
Oh, we have Donut, HR Nut, Walnut, Cashew,
God.
Peanut.
These guys are crazy.
The Nut Crew.
Yeah.
And I'm part of it too. So we're going to have that. So if you guys like to talk, video games, we're going to talk about, like, how to get better, fundamentals, and this is going to be applied for everything. We could throw in some DBZF in there eventually.
Yeah, totally. So I have another idea too. If I'm gonna throw this at you, see if you like it.
Okay,
I'm
let me see
gonna
what you
throw it
got.
at the wall, see if it sticks.
I hope my glove.
So I was thinking we get our fans,
Uh-huh.
however many they are, to suggest a topic for us to
I would love
talk
that
about.
actually.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to hear us talk about a certain something, any news that we might not have heard of, something else, just comment down below, and we'll totally check it out, see what's going on.
Clarifications,
Storylines,
storylines,
something,
arcs.
anything you guys want us to elaborate on, or you want to correct us on something, just let us know down in the comments below, and we'll check it out.
All right. Well, this was Gabs,
And Hector, we're missing Jalen.
and we appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to you later.
See you guys.